Okay, not seen foliage macro because we're doing things close up. But this is okay. I just set up yesterday, and I'm just about to get some of this and do our usual bizzo. Just drop some stuff on the side with our little spoon, and as you can see, it's works fairly quickly. As I said, once you've got the knack, it's and got the right tools to do the job, and it's a case of But our treasurer's made a right goose of himself, and it's really he basically says that poor people either don't have cars or don't don't drive very far, sort of thing. And I think it's going to build and build. I think people are just they're so out of touch basically with the fact that fuel's getting more expensive and everything like that, and we have all these fuel cycles, so-called fuel cycles, which is probably all a con basically, that eventually it's going to build, and it's going to go completely the other way. I think we're going to have a special price commission or something like that, and make sure that they, and some of these companies that are setting these prices and doing these, con jobs basically on the public, these fuel cycles, which are probably all worked out with actuaries and statisticians, sort of like, well, if you keep your car this low on petrol, you're going to have to fill up on this particular day. There's no way if you've kept cans of petrol in your in your driveway or something, or in your shed or something, so that you can fill up on the cheap days or something, and then there's only a certain amount of quantity or a certain number of cans you can buy, because of your expense. They cost maybe they cost like $50 a can, and they work out the average household earning, how much leisurely spending can you actually spend on canisters to hold petrol and things like that. These actuaries go into all this sort of detail and all their mathematical statistical equations, and they can actually quite reasonably accurately work out how far someone will actually extend their household budget to do these things under pressures, and they really do get involved in these actuaries, and that's why they get paid the big bucks, of course, because it's quite involved, and sometimes you really have to go to the nth degree to get to the answer, sort of thing. But once you've got the answer for one thing, you can actually apply it to other things, sort of thing. But it's that hard work of slogging it through. It's a bit like this in a way, slogging it through. Once you've cracked it for CP, sort of thing, then it can probably be extended to other nutrient poor plants. But until you actually crack it for CPs, and there's like a driver, you're not really going to spend the time and effort on something else that's related, but not as such of a draw as CPs, I think, if you get my drift there. But anyway, this is a nice green one, but I'm just trying to smooth it out, and as you do, and we'll see if there's any difference with that over time, and if the colour means anything, of importance, we might be able to work on it, sort of thing, and go from this. Can we go from here to the blue one, sort of thing, if that's important, sort of thing. Anyway, I'll set up another one in the shed tonight and see if it does eventually go blue, sort of thing. Blue being the opposite of brown, sort of thing. So we worked out the brown actually in the pot's age it seems to be very important to grow, as I can probably show you. They're cooling down there. As I can probably show you down here with the Sarracenia, all the ones that really plugging out this extraordinary growth coming out of this one, even when it should be dormant. I don't know if you can actually get in there. See, it's cracking again and putting out it's just, see how brown, it's almost getting down to well, I'll put it in quotes, pardon my French, shit colour. Here we've got is that a piping shrike or something? Was that the American bird? All my years of model rocketry, and see, I've got all these the zinc loving sort of thing, lots more are starting to start up. If you can just pick them, there's one there. Hang on, I've got the macro sitting on, so maybe if I go in close and touch the soil, you might actually be able to see it this time. And there's quite a few in there. There you can see that, and there's one in there, but because being black, it might absorb all the extra light, and One, you might know where to sit, and two, yes, you might. But they seem to like, they like little nooks and crannies. But they can actually grow quite exposed, but they go a bit sort of that yellowy colour. But and they've even got, look, it looks like lichen or something growing on. Some of them starting to grow on. So that's a good sign. And you can see in amongst this brownness of this one that's getting really sturdy in there before it takes off. That's slightly less brown, but you can still see sturdiness in there, and brown again with that. So yeah, you know, I think we're going to slightly moving place, but it's another case of, again, it's just another season of getting close, slightly closer and closer to the answer, but not quite getting there, you know. I think that's what it's going to be. This one's going to give promise, but it's probably going to be about the best one of the lot, I reckon. You know, we're going to have like I'm assuming that it's going to grow, and we're going to end up at the end of the season with nice, massive purple rear pitchers. Yeah, and I want you to hold me on that, because I think the way this is going, we're going to end up at the end of the growing season in, you know, late mid-March into all the way into May, which is when they sort of normally settle down to go into their so-called, in quotes, dormancy, which may be a thing of the past. But maybe that's a good shot from, you know, just for some screenshots or something from there, looking down at I don't know, different angles, so I can get some different screenshots, looking down on the pits there like that. Maybe do it from the other end, I don't know, just for some fun. Yeah. Dad's out, finished potting up his Sarracenia sort of thing, you know, so I don't know. Just keep going, or is it a case of coming out here and doing that one? I don't know. You have fun, don't you? Play about sort of thing. Oh well, we'll see how we go. But yeah, anyway, so I'll get back to this and finish up and put these things in. I'm getting an eye for this thing. What that scummage on the surface? I've got that scummage down almost got rid of that scummage on the top there. So I know the level now for that. I can, so in the next batch I make up, there should be very little, absolutely, even very little to no scummage sort of thing. So yeah. Anyway, we'll see how we go. Over and out.